Hello, my name is Michael Fieger, and I'm with Devil Dog Marketplace. We accomplish your mission with military precision. Today, I have Marty Silbernik from United Insurance Experts. Hello, Marty.
Hey, Michael, how are you today?
Fantastic. I'm glad to have you here. I really want people to know what you do, so please tell me what you do and how you can help people.
Oh, it'd be my absolute pleasure. You can see over my head, it says everybody knows what Medicare is, but very few people understand it. That's my job. I am a Medicare professional. I don't like to say a Medicare agent. I don't like to say I sell Medicare. My job is to make my clients, make the Medicare beneficiaries understand what Medicare is, understand the pros and cons of the hundreds of options that are out there in the Medicare world, and then help them make an informed decision so that they can get the plan that's just right for them.
That is amazing. I know a lot of people that are confused about it. When should you start thinking about Medicare?
Wow, that's a question that I get asked all the time. And there are really two or three ways to answer that. First of all, you become eligible for Medicare for the overwhelming majority of people at the age of 65. So you really should start thinking about your Medicare coverage at 64 and a half. But there's something else that happens. When you get close to 65, you get put on what's called an aging in list. People who are turning 65, getting ready for Medicare, and you get bombarded with emails, with mail flyers in your mailbox, with phone calls and texts. So I tell people, as soon as those calls start, that's when you start to need to look to work with a Medicare professional. Don't get lost in the maze. Don't get confused by everything that gets thrown at you from the people that are out there trying to get you to sell their plan. So that's really when you should start, either at 64 and a half or when the mailers start. And that will eliminate all the confusion. Dealing with a professional, somebody who represents multiple companies, somebody who has access to plans across the country, can help you get a better understanding of what your needs are. So that's the first time you should look at Medicare.
So it's like
but there's one more option. One more option, Michael, that people forget.
What's that?
That's once you're on Medicare, it's important to review your Medicare coverage annually, particularly if you're on a Medicare Advantage plan or a prescription drug plan, because networks change, formularies change, and all of a sudden you can find yourself with your doctor no longer on your Medicare Advantage plan, your prescription drugs either not covered or covered at a much higher cost. So I insist that all my clients review everything annually.
Fantastic. So I know when I started getting those flyers in the mail, that was, you know how when you go to your mailbox and you want to put something in your mailbox, you have to put the flag up. So that's my flag. That should be people's flag to call you, because that's what they should do when they get all that junk mail, correct?
Absolutely. They should throw out the junk and give me a call.
That's right. So what makes you different from other people in your field? Because there are people that call themselves expert, but I know, and you know, we're not all equal. And so tell us what makes you different.
Okay. That's another great question. There are thousands of people across the country that deal with Medicare. There are hundreds of thousands of people that work for an insurance company and only deal with a single Medicare plan or a single company. What makes me different is I can work anywhere in the United States. I can work with anybody in almost any state. I have access to all of the plans from all of the major players. So for a single beneficiary, I could look at anywhere from 50 to 200 plans to help custom tailor that plan for them. And that custom tailoring is what really makes me different in one area. You can go to Walmart or you can go to Target and buy a men's suit off the rack, and it'll look okay. It'll fit somewhat. It'll be acceptable. It'll pass for what you need. Or you can go to a custom tailor and have a suit that's made to fit your specific body type, your size, and just fits perfectly and makes you look like $1 million. Well, I custom tailor Medicare for these folks. I take the time to understand what their needs are, who their doctors are, what's important to them, and build the plan to address that. And then the second thing that makes me different, and this is what I particularly like, once you become one of my clients, you're a friend. We have a relationship and I become your advocate. My clients don't need to call an insurance company and talk to a $10 an hour clerk who doesn't know the answer to their question. All they need to do is reach out to me. Let me handle it. That's my job. I have resources that they don't have access to, and I can get an answer a lot faster and a lot more accurate than they can. So I become an ongoing advocate for my clients. So those are the things that I think really make me different than the typical Medicare advisor.
Well, for me, it sounds like you're the haberdasher of Medicare. Okay. You know, when I had you could, like you said, you could buy a suit off the rack, but I had a haberdasher come and fit a suit to my particular body frame. And when I wore that suit, there was nothing that compared to it. So you are the haberdasher of Medicare insurance. So thank you, Marty. I'm going to put your information at the end of the video. So if people want to reach out to you and learn more, they can do so. So thank you, Marty, for your time and your expertise. And I know that you're going to make a difference in people's lives. Thank you, Marty.
And thanks for having me, Michael. This was fun. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. You have a wonderful day.